Whenever I think of Thanksgiving, I think of my mother's turkey dressing. I can still smell that wonderful aroma coming from the oven even now. My mama was a good cook. She was raised as a country girl in a large family, and she learned to cook at her mother's elbow, and Thanksgiving was the day where she had to call on all her cooking skills. Turkey, potato salad, sweet potato souffle, biscuits, gravy, fresh green beans, white half-runners if she could get them, fresh cranberry relish, orange jello salad with pecans, and on it went. And of course there was the best desserts imaginable, if you had any room left, that is. Homemade pecan pie, pumpkin pie, oh boy. But the one dish that we all wanted a heaping serving of was her famous turkey dressing. And it was always moist, never dry like stuffing can be. Besides, stuffing is a northern invention created by people that just have no imagination. Once I asked her for the recipe for the dressing. "There's not one," she said. "I just know what needs to go in, and the key to making really good dressing is use lots of drippings from the turkey. The mixture has to be soupy, and you have to use equal amounts of finely chopped white bread and cornbread." So I watched her and I tried to memorize just how she did it. After Mama died, my family had gone through a few Thanksgivings without her dressing. So I decided to see if I could remember how to make Mama's dressing. My wife Sue, who's a pretty good cook herself, helped out. We used 2 or 3 beaten eggs, lots of chopped onions and celery, cornbread, white bread, cooked turkey giblets, salt, pepper, real butter, and of course, those good turkey drippings. I mixed and I added, and I finally decided I had done my best, and it sure was soupy. I buttered several 1.5-inch deep glass baking dishes, poured the concoction in, added more butter on the top, and into a 350-degree oven it went. I noticed that the grandkids seemed to be watching this whole process. Now, it wasn't Mama's, but everybody agreed it was pretty good. And now for the fun part. On Thanksgiving morning several years ago, when my grandchildren were really young, they asked if they could help me make the dressing. Sure, why not? The youngest, Annabelle, had to stand on a chair, and John, the older of the two, was a typical messy boy, dripping the mixins all over the countertop. Annabelle fussed at him, but he just kept on being sloppy. They enjoyed it. So did I. The parents captured the moment by taking a few pictures. We eventually completed the task, with each grandchild creating their own dish of Thanksgiving dressing. After the dressing came out of the oven and had been sampled, each grandchild said theirs was the best. "No, it's not. Yes, it is." We laughed. I have to admit, it was pretty tasty, all of it. As I recall, there were no leftovers. Every year since that first dressing making with the grandkids, we make a point of making the dressing together. Last year, I jokingly told them I had decided not to make any dressing for Thanksgiving. "No way," they shouted. "Why is that?" I asked. "Because," Annabelle explained, "making the dressing with Granddaddy is a Terry tradition, so we have to do it every year." And so we do. It's a family tradition. Mama would be proud. Pass the dressing, please.